So around a month ago, I released a YouTube video called 3 Low-End Racing Games, and in that video, I asked people to give me suggestions so I can cover them in another video. Now, someone called Ral0958 commented Burnout Paradise, Dirt 3, and Pure, in parentheses, quads, as he was referring to, or they were referring to, this game called Pure. Pure is an off-road racing video game developed by BlackRock Studio and published by Disney Interactive Studios. Released in 2008 for the PS3, Xbox 360, and PC, Pure focuses on all-terrain vehicle racing, offering a mix of high-speed competition and extreme stunts. The game features customizable ATVs, allowing players to build their own vehicles from the ground up, choosing parts like engines, suspension, and tires. The gameplay combines traditional racing with freestyle elements, where players perform tricks to build up boost which can then be used to gain speed or execute even more complex stunts. Pure stands out for its vibrant, detailed environments ranging from tropical beaches to mountain ranges, and its fast, fluid gameplay. It's received praise for its accessible yet deep mechanics and was particularly noted for its visuals and exhilarating sense of speed and height during jumps. While not as well known as other racing titles, Pure is considered a hidden gem among arcade racing games. So, I thought I would make a video. I didn't cover Pure in the second low-end racing games video, so I've decided to make an entire video on the game Pure. Now, before today's video starts, I'm gonna break down how this video is going to work. There should be a chapter select if you're on YouTube. Should be able to move through the chapters. We're going to start off with this intro part. Then we're going to go into my first impressions playing the game, which I'm going to be playing the 360 version of this. I have my Xbox One loaded up. I just updated it. This is backwards compatible on Xbox One and Series X and S, but I'm pretty sure from the research that I've done, there's no actual visual enhancements to the game. There's no like 60 FPS, 4K, whatnot. So we're going to be checking out the 360 version of the game just for my first impressions. And then we're going to be checking out the PC version of the game to compare the graphics between the console version and the PC version. And then finally, I'm going to be emulating the PS3 version of the game on PC to see how well this game is emulatable. Now, the reason I'm emulating the PS3 version is because the most well-developed Xbox 360 emulator called Xenia, this emulator right now is having issues with this game. RPCS3, according to the RPCS3 wiki, the game runs fine. So we're going to be using the PS3 version, but I thought I'd also check out the Xbox version as well. So we're kind of getting a taste of every single platform this game has been released on, just in different ways, Alrighty, so as you can see, I'm on my Xbox right here, and I'm going to get my copy of the game. Now, I bought this game off of eBay for $10. It's worth about $8 complete in box, but it was $10 plus free shipping. However, the game case, as you can see, is all kind of broken and messed up. The cover art is in decent condition, and it even has the manual game disc, and it does have reversible cover art. Whoa. So, I know there's some versions of the game that don't have reversible cover art. This one does. And the manual is in decent shape, and the disc itself is in pretty decent shape. There's a few scratches and stuff on it, but, it'll work. Let's load up the disc and see what happens. All right, so now it's asking to update this for your current console. To play this game, you need to download a free update. It'll take 5 gigs of space, which the game itself is about 5 gigs, so I'm assuming it's downloading just the entire game off of a server. So the game finally downloaded, and it's time to play it. So let's play Pure. This will be my first time playing it, at least in a very long time. Like I said, I can't really can't guarantee that I played this game back in the day, but it does feel very familiar. Game's nice and loud. BlackRock Studio. Oh, my eyes. I'm being flashbanged right now. Alright, we're finally in the game, Pure. Press start. Of course, I guess we'll just go to cloud save. Let's create a save file.
Welcome to Pure. Before you get going, we need to make sure you are up to speed.
Not the welcome to third. Why is the music getting louder? There? Alright, so first off, I gotta turn down the music because most likely it's gonna be copyrighted. So we're gonna turn that down. I don't think there's any graphics options, so. Alright, dang, this is a very dated looking game. I can't wait to see how this game looks on PC. Apparently it supports up to 4K and HDR on PC, so that'll be interesting. I mean, it's smooth. It's locked to 30, but, you know, it is smooth gameplay. Okay. This game kind of reminds me of a game series called MotorStorm. You guys have ever played MotorStorm?
You to get around the track faster by launching your ATV into the air. Slam the left stick down, then quickly flick it up just before you leave a jump.
We can flick ourselves?
Preload now. Nice air. You
But...
should preload every chance you get.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
A jump and get some air. Then press the A button and a direction on the left stick to pull a trick. Trick now. That looked awesome.
Okay, so you can do like tricks and stuff. That's cool.
Tricks earn you juice, which is added to your thrill bar. You can cash in your juice for extra speed by holding down the X button. Great job.
Alright, so we have a boost.
You shouldn't have trouble catching the other riders.
Cool.
Time for your final test. You've
Final
got to run a lap
test.
of this circuit before the timer runs out. You'll need to preload, pull tricks, and boost to beat.
Alright, I got it.
Finish the lap before the timer hits 0.
It definitely looks like an Xbox 360 game. The gameplay and stuff feels good though. Like the handling feels fine. Feels pretty arcadey, you know?
Nicely done.
Alright,
You
easy
certainly
dub.
know your stuff.
Okay.
Good luck in the tour.
Good luck in the tour. Alright, well that's pure. So far it's very interesting. So the main menu runs at 60 FPS, but the game runs at 30. Okay. So there's not very many options in here. We have credits, the sound, and controls, and then we can reset our save if we have to. So nothing in there. Looks like we have a garage, so we can actually create a new. Okay, so we can build our own quad. That's kind of cool. We can do like some carbon fiber. Do that. Give us some more ride points. Let's do like a blue theme. And then we can change, then we can name it. Okay. Run or quad, I guess. Why not? Alright, I got an achievement. One of a kind. Well, that's cool. So you can, this game features probably the most quad customization you can do in any video game. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's go to the world tour. I'm pretty sure this is like the story mode. We can choose our character here. Got Todd Andrews, Rosa Juarez, Susie Andrews, Clayton Wade, Takashi Yukio.
Tokyo-born Takeshi is the definition
Takeshi.
of natural.
We got Jay Valdez.
Susie is one of the most common.
I guess we'll go with the chick, and then.
The Pure Tour consists of 10 stages.
All right, we got a couple events. All right, let's do our first event in the game. Seems like there was a lot of time and care put into it. Ooh, I will say is looking very dated though. Holy cow! I can't wait to see what this game looks like on PC. So I'm assuming we can do. Okay.
To do intermediate tricks. Try one on the next big jump.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! Okay, so now we have Y tricks. Damn!
Boost active.
All right, boost around the corner. Try not to fall off the map here. Okay, then boom. Drift around the corner. Okay, we'll boost. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot. Okay, we're still going, we're still going. I almost messed up there. Alright, first lap done. On to the second lap. We got an achievement. Flawless lap. Okay. Very nice. Alright. Getting our boost meter up. The racetracks and environments do feel pretty cool though. They're obviously undermined by the lack of graphics quality, but that's alright. So I do think the tricks that you can do and whatnot are very cool features, so adds another gameplay mechanic to the game, you know? Other than just, you know, boring, mundane racing. Oh, okay, that almost flipped the freaking quad over. Oh, get back on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Already last lap. Have no clue where the enemy races are at, but sure. I shouldn't say enemy. I don't know where my opponents are, but I'm sure they're somewhere.
Thrill bar up again.
Bam. No, I didn't have enough, I couldn't get enough airtime there on that jump. Okay, so you have a final trick. I don't know if there's any more. What? I mean, she was back on the quad already, you know. Alright, cool. And we got another achievement. Finish an event. Alright, cool. Okay. So we can unlock new parts by completing events pretty much. Okay, that's pretty cool. So this game... Okay, I get it, dude. So, looks like there's a, yeah, 10 stages. Each has a bunch of events. So that's pretty cool. So, looks like this game offers a lot of gameplay. There's a world tour single event. So this is, you can do like a normal race. And then trial mode, which I'm assuming is like a time trial. Online play, which I highly doubt that this works. Let's see if we can actually get into a match. No games are found. Well, I can enter a multiplayer lobby, so I think the multiplayer still does work in this game, which is very interesting. So if anyone's thinking of 100%ing this game, I'd recommend doing it while you can. Alright, well, cool. Alright, so we're on my PC now, and I have the folder which includes a full rip of the game. Now, this game was obtainable on Steam a long time ago, but it is not for sale anymore, and I'm pretty sure the Steam keys are hundreds of dollars, so I ain't gonna pay $100 for this game. I'm using a website called myabandonware.com. They have the game here. They are listing it on their site. They also have, you know, the fixes for it to work under like Windows 10, Windows 11. So they also give you a little guide here to, you know, patch the game and whatnot, basically to make it playable under newer Windows versions. So I already downloaded the entire package here. Now, yeah, look, better than paying $135 for a Steam key. Anyways, I do not condone downloading random stuff off of the internet. I do not condone piracy. This game, there's no way to purchase this game in any official stores anymore. So, you know, the original developers can't receive money from this game anymore anyways. And My Abandonware hosts this game on their site for free. Anyone can come and download it. I would like to say, please be cautious, especially when using this site and other sites like this. I do not 100% trust anything on the internet, and download this at your own will, at your own caution. I am not responsible for anyone getting all of their all their information stolen, all their money stolen, getting hacked, or whatever, a virus or malware on their computer. So now that I got that out of the way, basically, you come to this site and you're going to click download for the full RIP, and then you're going to get a zip file. It's going to have a README, which I'm assuming is going to have like all the instructions for it, and then we have the game file, the game folder here. So I'm just going to extract this out of the zip, and this will take a little bit. Alrighty, so the game is extracted, and when you get just the full RIP, it'll have everything in here already. So you don't have to install it using like a DVD emulator like a WinCDEmu. We don't need that for this because the game's already fully pre-installed and stuff. It's got the D3, the DirectX DLL file that you need in order for it to run under Windows 11. And we've got some other stuff here. I'm assuming this is the no CD fix right here as well. So let's go ahead and see. There's a README in here. Okay, so this is the manual for the game. Cool. Here is the exe. Let's try launching this. Okay, well, the game is open, but the screen, the resolution's obviously off. Okay, skip past all this. Let me plug in my controller to my PC. Turn this to... So as you can see, there is a 4K resolution if you guys have a 4K monitor. I don't have a 4K monitor. I just have a 1080p monitor. Apparently I read somewhere there was HDR, but I don't see any HDR. So my controller is not working. Yes, okay. Controller is working. As you can see, it does support 4K. No field of view. No borderless full screen. No anisotropic filtering. No anti-aliasing, and apparently preloading / jumping physics don't work properly with frame rates above 60. So I guess we shouldn't run this game above 60 FPS, which shouldn't be an issue, to be honest. So I'm gonna go ahead and limit the frame rate to 60, just so we don't get any issues while driving. Already I can say the game looks a lot better.
Of the circuit.
Oh yeah, this game looks way better on PC. It's like a lot more clear. The anti-aliasing is better, and the resolution just in general is higher. But if you look at my PC specs up in the top left corner, you can see the game is barely using any PC specs. I mean, it still looks very dated, but I mean, the graphics ain't that bad. Pull a trick. Yeah, this is just the same tutorial from the one we just did. Alright, so we're going to do a little comparison. So I'm going to play this little tutorial part where you have to do a lap in under 30 seconds. And we're going to compare that to the lap I did on the Xbox 360 version. And then eventually the PS3 version just emulated. It runs fine, and you can play the game normally. Better than on the console versions too, so if you guys only care about performance, graphics quality, frame rate, you don't care about like achievements, anything like that, I'd highly recommend playing this game on PC, but it is still playable on the 360. Still playable on the PS3 versions. Alrighty, so now it is time to play the PS3 version of the game, but this time, instead of running it on a PS3, I'm going to be using an emulator called RPCS 3. So let me find the folder right here. If you guys don't know what RPCS 3 is, it is a PS3 emulator, and in the recent years, it has become a lot better. Like the emulator itself is a lot more functional, I guess. You can emulate most of the PS3 library with minimal issues, right? It's a very cool emulator. I highly recommend checking it out if you guys have like a gaming PC or something and you guys want to play PS3 games and have the ability to like upscale it and so on and so forth. So we have an update, so I'm going to click yes. So I'm going to be using the digital version in today's video just because it was a little bit easier for me to obtain that version. I don't have a disc copy of this game. I only have it for the 360. So we are going to be using this digital version, and in order to install digital versions of games to our PCS3, it works a little differently. Normally with, for instance, WRC FIA World Rally Championship, if I go into my ROMs folder here, PS3 games, WRC FIA World Championship, as you can see, there's an actual folder here. This has the entire game. It has the disk file. So it has the full game right there. There's also these ISO files. So that's usually, a disk image. But for Pure, we have two different files in this folder. We have this long string of text right here, which is a .package file. This is the file format that PlayStation, PS3, PS4, PS5, so on and so forth. They use that to install games digitally and DLC and whatnot. And then we have this wrap file right here, which I'm pretty sure is like an authentication file or something. I'm not 100% sure what a wrap file is. All I know is we need it. So in order to install a package file over to our PCS3, there are a few different ways you can do it. You can either go to File, up in the top left right here. So there you go. Now you guys can see it. File, and you can press install packages /wraps /edats, and then you just select the file from your file manager, your file browser, or you can come and just drag and drop, and it'll say, do you want to install this package? I'm going to click yes. It's going to install it, and we can do all that stuff. I'm not going to worry about that. So as you can see, we have Pure. And then we also need the wrap file, so we can drag and drop that to here. As you can see in the bottom of the screen on your monitor, on your screen here, in the RPCS3 window, it says successfully installed the game. You can create a shortcut for it, and then when we copied the wrap file over, it says successfully copied wrap file. So we should be able to play this game. Before we fully jump in though, I'm going to right click on the game and we're going to create a custom configuration. Now there isn't much to change in here. We can come over to the game, right click on it, click check game compatibility, and this will actually open up the compatibility page for our PCS3. Here you can like look for your games and whatnot. If you want to play a PS3 game and you want to know what settings to use on it, you can click on the game name and it'll take you to the wiki page for that game. And it'll say if there's any issues, if there's any special notes, if there's any configuration settings that you need to change in the actual RPCS3 settings. But as you can see, there's no options that deviate, so we don't have to change anything to get this game to run. All we need to do is basically we can bump up the resolution. So I'm going to use the Vulcan renderer, and I'm going to keep that auto. I'm going to turn up anisotropic filter to ×16. I'm going to leave that on precise. I'm going to leave shader quality on high, and I'm going to bump this up to 1080p. And let's see if there's any game patches for this game. Game patches allow you to unlock frame rates, activate game fixes and whatnot. So it'll say new patches are available, press yes. Okay, some of your patches are not compatible with current version. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm assuming there's probably no patch file for Pure. Yeah, so there's no patch file that's been created for the game as of now, at least I'm assuming. And I can't find it in the RPCS3 patch manager. So basically that just means someone needs to create a patch file for the game if it's even possible to to up the FPS and whatnot in this game, which as you saw in the PC version, it runs at 60 FPS just fine. So someone could probably make a patch file for this game. I'm not knowledgeable enough to make one. Maybe someone else who is knowledgeable enough to make PS3 game patch files can patch the game, but way too complicated for me. So let's just see how it runs under our PCS3. So let's go ahead and launch the game. So now what it's going to do is it's going to compile all of the modules. So it's gonna like shaders, the modules, you know, whatever. It's just compiling the game. So it'll probably take a little while whenever you first start up a PS3 game on RPCS3, just because it's doing this. Okay, so I probably had my face cam on earlier, but that is the little thing in my top left corner of my screen. As you can see, my CPU is being used. It's at 100% usage right now. That's because it's compiling everything. Once it finishes compiling, it shouldn't be at 100% usage anymore. We're at about 60% CPU usage, but it is, you can see in the bottom left corner, compiling shaders. Okay. I'm gonna skip save file because I probably won't play this game on the PS3 version. Looks like our CPU usage is starting to go down a little bit. It's now down to like 57. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Some graphical issues here and there. But there might be some fixes for that. The game does look better. But as you can see, we're getting huge dips in FPS whenever I move the camera. If you look at the frame time graph. The CPU usage actually went down. It's only at 30% now. And our CPU is only running, or our GPU is only running at 20%. So it's a lot more graphics, or not graphics, I should say CPU intensive if you use a PS3 emulator. But the game does still look good. As you can see, since we bumped the resolution up to 1080p, the game isn't all blurry like the Xbox 360 version. So yeah, if you guys wanted to emulate this game for whatever reason, you guys can. It's very easy to emulate, as you can see. It's not very intensive, maybe a little bit CPU intensive, but if you are going to be emulating PS3 games, like I said before, you're probably going to want a more higher end CPU. Alright, so let's do our comparison once again. So we will compare this to the 360 version and the PC version. Well, if you still want the console experience for this game, you can emulate it and actually make it look better than the console version, since we've bumped it up to 1080p and we increased the anisotropic filtering, or the one of the two. So now we know how it runs on PS3, on a PS3 emulator. Runs pretty good. So if you guys like quads and quad racing, this might be the game for you. This might be the ultimate quad racing game. Maybe not a simulator, quad simulation, or quad simulator racing game, but it is still a very cool game. I like the fact that you can fully kind of customize your quad. You can kind of build one from scratch. I think that's pretty cool. Seems to be a lot of content in the game that you can actually play. So there's a lot of events. And apparently, I don't know, I haven't played a multiplayer match myself, but it seems the multiplayer is still working. So that is a good sign. So yeah, if you guys want to see more pure gameplay, let me know down in the comments below. I might play through the entire game and upload it on possibly a second channel. That is a plan that I haven't fully worked out yet. I'm thinking of making a separate YouTube channel just purely for full video game playthroughs. So I think that could be interesting. It'd be like kind of like the Rad Brad. You know how the the Rad Brad plays all the newest games, you know, and uploads the full like playthroughs to YouTube. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Maybe not with the newest games, just with any game that I play, you know. Yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in a channel like that, if you guys just want to see me play through video games. But yeah, if you like the video, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. Share this video with a friend, because, you know, I spent $10 on this YouTube video. If I spent $10 for YouTube video, you can spend 10 seconds hitting the like button. So yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys later. Peace.